So in this particular example, we can see that the first time the list is passed in, the pivot is going to be the rightmost element, which is in this case number 8. But each subsequent list that's broken down after that, when you find the pivot, it's always going to be the rightmost element. Okay, so next part, what you do then is just you iterate through the list, and I'm using the step variable key here, which is going to iterate through the list, getting each of the numbers in the list, and basically I'm going to do a comparison with the pivot. So I'm going to say if the key is less than the pivot, we're going to add it to the list on the left. We're going to use the append method to add that number to that left list. And if it's not less than the pivot, we're then going to check if the key is equal to the pivot. If that's the case, we're going to append the key to the middle list, or that particular element to the middle list. And finally, well, if it's not less than the pivot, if it's not equal to the pivot, it must be more than the pivot. So if it's greater than or higher than the pivot, we're going to append that element, that key, to the list on the right of the pivot. So as we said there, we've got 3 empty lists. We've got the middle list, the left list, and the right list. And we're going to add accordingly depending on the pivot.